How's it going, Legends, and welcome back to Legend Fitness and Health. For those of you that don't know, I'm Eren Legend, and today we're going to be performing one of the most requested, actually scratch that, the most requested exercise by you, the Legends. Today we're doing abs. This is the most effective exercise to recruit the rectus abdominis from top to bottom to build and develop the washboard six-pack abs. This is the Hinge Crunch, and there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get it. Because the Hinge Crunch is a single joint isolation exercise, the main targeted muscle group will be the rectus abdominis, but the external obliques will also be recruited throughout this exercise as well. The positioning for the Hinge Crunch is as follows. You want to ensure that you're holding a weight extended up above your head while laying on your back. Ensure that your legs are extended all the way out as well, hovering about 6 inches off the ground and never touching the ground throughout this exercise. Slowly bring your knees in towards your chest, elevate your scapula off of the mat, do not bring yourself into full flexion or you will engage your hip flexors. The range of motion for the Hinge Crunch is as follows. You want to ensure that you're simultaneously bringing your knees and chest towards your core. Hold the contraction at the peak of the contraction, just like a hinge. Ensure that your hands and feet do not touch the ground so that you're maintaining an isometric contraction and holding resistance throughout your core. As always, continue to repeat throughout this exercise. When performing the Hinge Crunch, the rhythm and tempo is as follows. You want to ensure that as you're bringing yourself into anterior flexion, you're taking 1 second to do so, holding the contraction at the peak of the contraction, which is the isometric contraction, for a 1 second count, and slowly bring yourself into full extension, taking about 3 to 5 seconds to do so. As always, continue and repeat. Breathing for the Hinge Crunch is as follows. As you're bringing the weight all the way up above you and bring your knees towards your chest, you want to exhale. What exhaling is going to do is going to allow you to get a deeper contraction throughout your rectus abdominis and your transverse abdominis as well, which will cause more recruitment throughout the muscle fibers of the core. Inhale as you slowly bring your arms and legs into full extension, and exhale as you bring your knees towards your chest back into full flexion. Continue to repeat throughout this exercise. There are a few variables that we have to take in consideration to ensure that we get the most effectiveness and efficiency from the Hinge Crunch. First off, we have to ensure that we're not bringing ourselves into full elevation, where we're going to be putting most of the tension throughout our hip flexors and taking that resistance and tension off of the rectus abdominis. Secondly, we want to ensure that we're not allowing our legs to stay relaxed on the floor, or what this is going to do is also take the resistance off of the targeted muscle group, which is the rectus abdominis as well. Make sure that you keep your legs elevated throughout this exercise. There are quite a few exercise variations to perform in the Hinge Crunch. This exercise variation is for individuals who don't have any equipment. All you need is a flat surface in which you can perform this exercise on. This is the bench crunch. You want to ensure that you're sitting all the way at the edge of the bench. If you don't have a bench, sit flat directly on the floor. You're going to elevate your knees towards your chest just as you would with the Hinge Crunch. The only difference is when you bring yourself into extension, you're not going to extend all the way out into the full range of motion. Also, ensure that you're not relaxing your body or your legs against the ground either. One of the most effective stretches for the Hinge Crunch is hang yourself from a chin-up bar, bring your feet all the way back behind you, and holding this contraction here for at least 30 seconds to 1 minute. Ensure that you're not bringing your spine into too much hyperextension, where you can cause pain and discomfort in your lower back. Alright, Legends, you now know how to effectively perform the Hinge Crunch in order to get the most efficiency from this exercise. Incorporate this exercise into your workout programs if you really want to strengthen and develop your abs. Stay tuned for a special 3-part video series capturing the experience and bringing you along with me to the Natural Nationals, where I'm looking to acquire my Natural Mr. Canada Physique title along with an IFBB Pro card. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, legends lead by example.